The paper of the day is Generating Code for Holistic Query Evaluation. It's a 2010 paper. Paper has presented the case for holistic query evaluation. The proposed technique is based on generating query-specific code that integrates multiple query operations in succinct code constructs. The generation process uses code templates for each query operator and builds query-specific code with the following objectives. First, minimal function calls. Second, reduced instructions and memory accesses. And third, enhance cache locality. The proposed model exhibits a substantial performance advantage when implemented over the NSM-based storage layer. It also does not affect any orthogonal aspect of a DBMS like concurrency control and recovery. To verify the advantages of the proposed holistic model, authors implemented Hike, the holistic integrated query engine. Extensive experiments with a variety of datasets and query workloads proved Hike's potential for per query code generation, verifying the efficiency of the approach in the main memory execution. Coming to experiment, to test the viability of code generation as a general solution to query evaluation, they experimented with different aspects of the system. Their aim was to measure four things. First, the superiority of the holistic model over the traditional iterator-based approach. Second, the effect of compiler optimizations on the code generated by Hike. Third, the competitiveness of the system in comparison to other approaches, both research and commercial ones, on established benchmark queries. And fourth, the penalty of generating, compiling, and linking query-specific code at runtime. Coming to benchmark, paper benchmarked Hike against three database systems. First, PostgreSQL, a widely used and high-performance open-source DBMS over NSM that employs the iterator model. Second, a commercial system, which they refer to as System X for anonymity, also uses NSM and iterators, but employing software prefetching instructions to reduce cache misstalls. And third, MongoDB, an architecture-conscious DBMS that uses a DSM-based storage layer and column-wise evaluation algorithms. This choice allowed the comparison of different storage systems and query engine designs, with PostgreSQL representing the traditional I/O-optimized design, System X bridging the gap between I/O and CPU-bound execution with software prefetching, and MongoDB being a design optimized for main memory execution. Coming to contributions, paper introduced a novel query evaluation technique that they term holistic query evaluation. The idea is to inject a source code generation step in the traditional query evaluation process. The system should look at the entire query and optimize it holistically by generating query and hardware-specific source code, compiling it, and executing it. Author's approach has multiple benefits. First, the number of function calls during query evaluation is minimized. Second, the generated code exhibits increased data locality, therefore making optimal use of cache-resident data. Third, code generation and compilation allow the use of compiler optimization techniques, targeting each individual query and extra optimization level on top of conventional query optimization. And fourth, the generated code approaches the performance of hard-coded evaluation plans. The model is flexible and does not affect other orthogonal system aspects, such as storage management and concurrency control. Let's talk about PS Code. Overall, it's a nice read but has bumpy parts, so it gets 9 out of 10 on readability. With 12 pages long, it scores 9 out of 10 on length. Reproducibility and repeatability will be a little challenging, so it gets 8 out of 10. Industry value and learning meter is pretty high, so it gets 9 out of 10 on each. Overall PS score is 9 out of 10.